Hello everyone and welcome. I know a lot of folks these days are using their smartphones as cameras for shooting videos while on vacation, school events, etc. Since summer is just around the corner, I thought a lot of you guys may be taking vacations and using your smartphones to shoot videos. So today we're going to be testing out this 3-axis steady shot gimbal from Hohem to see how it performs. So if you're interested in a quick and easy way to make all your videos look that much better, then stick around as we unbox and test this gadget right here. Alright guys, so when you unbox this puppy, this is everything you get. So this is the Hohem 3-axis steady shot gimbal for smartphones, available on Amazon, link in description below. At the time of making this video, this kit retails for $76.65 using Prime Day deals. So what do you get when you unbox this guy? Well, you get the gimbal itself, you get a mini tripod, you get a mini fill light to be able to add lighting to your subject, you get a USB cable to power this guy up and to power up the mini light, you get the owner's manual that tells you everything about the unit, how to use it, power it up, all that kind of good stuff, and you get a nice pouch to keep everything in when you're not using it. So this guy comes with a 1-year warranty, and the weight on this unit is only 0.57 pounds. So in other words, half a pound. It is that lightweight. This guy is very compact and easy to store for traveling and so forth. As you see, it'll fit in the pouch, but you can see right there the way it looks when it's all folded up and ready to go. This guy is super easy to use for anyone from beginner to experienced. Instant launch, no leveling of your phone required. Just put it on the bracket, set it in the middle, and you're ready to go. This guy can hold everything from small phones, medium phones, all the way up to very large phones, such as an iPhone 14, iPhone 13, iPhone Pro, or Galaxy S22, S21, S20, and many more. This guy has a built-in iSteady 7.0 3-axis stabilization software for super steady shooting, and we're going to look at that a little bit later on. This guy does come with a 1/4 inch screw at the bottom here, a screw mount for using tripods like this one or any other standard tripod. The gimbal has an internal battery that'll run up to 8 hours because you do use it for all the motor controls and all the adjustments that you have built into it. I'll give you a close-up of all that in just a moment. The gimbal can be used with or without the Joy app from Hohem that you can download for free and install it on your phone. But if you don't want to do that because it's not compatible with an older phone or something like that, or you just don't like to install software on your phone, you can use the gimbal without the app without a problem. But using the app will give you additional features that the gimbal doesn't have if you don't use the app. Additional features such as adjusting the focus, adjusting the lighting, starting and stopping recording, using different built-in templates, things like that that the gimbal can add to your phone if you use the app. If you don't want to use any of that, no problem at all. It works just fine without the app. This guy also comes with a mini fill light. This little guy right here is a little light that you can use independently of the gimbal, and you can rotate it 180 degrees. It is magnetic. It attaches right to the gimbal, or you can use it handheld, whatever is convenient for your situation. This little guy has 10 different lighting adjustments and 3 different temperature settings. You can set the temperature setting to be anywhere from a cool light at 3000K or daylight at 5500K, and all the way up to a warm light at 6500K. And you can dim the lighting all the way from dim to bright, 10 different adjustments, totally up to your situation. The battery on this little guy will last up to 60 minutes of continuous shooting. So this gimbal and light kit is perfect for anyone from beginner to experienced user to take with them on trips or any kind of event. Make shooting videos with your smartphone that much easier and more enjoyable using this 3-axis gimbal to make your videos look like a pro. So let's take a little closer look at this guy and see how it performs. Alright guys, let's start off by looking at all the different things you get in this kit and how everything works. Let's start off with the little mini tripod. This is a tiny little tripod that you can use to stand this guy up. As I said before, there's a hole here at the bottom, 1/4 inch, and you attach it down to there, and you can stand this guy up anywhere you want. It's a mini little tripod, opens up, 3 little legs to it, and that's it. It's like a little mini propeller. You open this guy up, you stand it up, you put this guy on top of there, and you can use it for selfies or anything you want to do like that. Very convenient, easy to carry this guy around. Fold it up, and you're all set. You're all done. If you want to use a bigger tripod, like I said, it's a standard hole setting. You can put this guy on just about anything. Let's put this guy aside. Let's talk about the little mini fill light. The mini fill light is magnetic, and this guy comes with a magnet right on top. And if you want to attach it onto there, that's how easy it is. You can pretty much aim it in any direction that you want, even turn it around that way, face it towards you for selfies, whatever you want to do, comes on and off very easy. If you want to hold it off to the side and aim it towards whatever you're shooting, you can do that as well. Very convenient, easy to use in that respect. Now, as far as the different adjustments with this guy, like I said, first of all, look how small it is. It's only about maybe an inch, inch and a half by half an inch in thickness. Very, very tiny, but very powerful, as I'll show you right now. On the back, you have the different controls here for the color temperature, the strength of the light that you want to use, etc. So what you do is you turn this guy on, and there you see you have the fill light, and you can use it towards anything you want to light up. Very convenient indeed. Then you can dim it down. You can go down to nominal power. Let me turn off the light here so you can see how much light that gives you. So you can go down to almost nothing, or you can go up to very, very bright. That is very bright. That's a very bright light right there. That gives you a lot of fill light if you want to use up something in a dark area. Very powerful. And then you can dim down to very dim lighting. If you need some soft lighting, it's very good for that as well. Now let me turn it up halfway, let's say, and then you can adjust the temperature. That's a cool light right there. You can go to daylight, or you can go to much warmer light. So you have 3 different lights that you can pick from, depending on what you want to do. And this tiny, tiny little package right here. And then you can just turn it off when you're not using it. So very convenient indeed, usable in any kind of application that you want. Now, as far as this guy goes, up here is where you're going to put your phone. This guy just opens up and you put your phone in there. Very easily, takes just about any size phone. As you can see, it expands quite large. And then you just put the phone sideways like this. Now, a lot of the features on here, basically, some of them you have to use with the app, some of them you don't. Let's zoom in a little closer here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so here's a little closer look at the controls on this guy. And this guy fits in your hand very comfortably. As you can see, it is the size of a normal person's hand. Fits very comfortably. Not too big, not too small. And you rotate it this way. Right there is the on-off button. And you use that with different clicks. You can click it 5 times and it'll do an internal calibration to get the motors and everything balanced out properly. That is the plug where you power up the battery inside. This is the joystick that you can use without the app, and that basically rotates the motors up here so you can change the angle of what you're looking at based upon whatever it is that you want to see. That has nothing to do with the app. This over here is for your zooming, telephoto, wide angle, whatever you want to do. You need the app for doing this because this will communicate with your phone and adjust it to adjust the zoom. So for using this guy, you need the app. Otherwise, it will not work. Now here you have different lights up here. When you power it on, it tells you whether the Bluetooth is working or not, and it tells you the different modes that you're in. So each one of these LEDs will tell you something up there. Here, these buttons down here, this one over here, you do not need the app. This one basically rotates the camera to whether you're in portrait or landscape mode. So that will adjust the angle of the motors up there, and that has nothing to do with the app. This guy over here, you do need the app because this is for the shutter, to switch between cameras front and back, to switch between photo or video, all that kind of stuff. So this button doesn't do anything if you don't have the app installed on your phone. So that's the way that works. So some things will work with the app, some things will work without the app. It depends exactly how far you want to go and what you want to do with this guy. As far as the image stabilization, you don't need the app for that because that is built into the motors, the gyros, and so forth. In here, the software internal to this little guy will determine exactly how it feels where you're pointing the phone, and it'll determine how to steady it out and how to give you the best angle and so forth. So a lot of things will work. If you have a very old, non-compatible phone, no trouble at all. If you have the latest and greatest, most modern phone, perfect. You can get everything on this guy and use all the features that come with it. So let me set it up with the phone and we'll take a look at it. All right, guys, that gives you an idea of what this gimbal looks like when you have a phone mounted on it and you mount it on the tripod. You want to use it for selfies or something like that. This gives you an idea what a small phone looks on it. I'll give you a shot of a bigger phone in a moment. And that gives you a sideways view of what it looks like from the side, from behind, etc. All the motors are active right now, so it is doing a self-leveling. And what I mentioned earlier that you can change the landscape or portrait mode with this button, I'll show you right there. That is how it does it all by itself. Doesn't need the app or anything for that. It does it very conveniently. So you can shoot in any style that you're comfortable with. And here you can see it using a much larger phone. This would be the size of a Galaxy S series or an iPhone 13, 14, 12, around there. So a much larger phone will still fit very conveniently on there. And if you want to flip the screen, it still fits on there very nicely. So you can shoot either way with a large or a small phone. It'll handle it with no trouble whatsoever. So that's what that looks like. And if you want to see it from the back, that's the way it would look when you're shooting at a certain subject. Alright guys, so here we are at a local park, and I'm going to do a comparison of what it looks like to shoot some footage, the same footage, same area, same everything. One using a selfie stick. Right now I'm shooting the footage using the cell phone on full auto mode and basically using a $5 selfie stick. So I'm walking through here and you can see that it's very bumpy and very rough because of the roots and erosion and stuff like that. And there's a big step up right here. And also you see the lighting going bright and dark because it's a very cloudy day and the phone is making a lot of adjustments to it. Had a little hard time getting up that step there. So you see, this is what it looks like. A little bit bouncy, a little bit uneven. I mean, some people may not care, but if you really like your footage and you want it to look good, you're going to care what it looks like. So now let's turn around and go back this same area right here and see what it looks like. Trampling over all these bumps and stuff like that. It's very uneven here. I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm just holding the phone, but it's very uneven due to erosion, roots, all that kind of stuff. And you see how bouncy it is going down that hill. So it's not the best footage in the world. That's why just a regular selfie stick doesn't do a very good job. So now let's transition over. I'm going back to my car to get the gimbal. And here we are now. I have the gimbal and I'm basically going to walk through the same area again, same as before, just holding it steady just like I did with the $5 selfie stick. And I'm going to walk through here and I'm basically using the Joy app from Hohem. I'm letting it do everything automatically all by itself. And you see that it adjusts everything very nicely. It's very smooth walking through here. It's like walking on air. And it's also adjusting the lighting and doing a very good job with that as well. You see that it doesn't get bright and dark like it was doing before. It's holding nice and steady at a nice even ISO opening for the lighting as far as the camera goes. So it does a very nice job controlling all the different functions of it. So here we are. I got up on top of the asphalt here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to point towards the lake and I'm going to show you a couple of features right now. So here we are. My hand is pointing towards the lake and I'm going to show you zooming in and out. As you see right now, I'm zooming in and out. I'm not touching the phone. I'm doing all this with the gimbal itself using the Joy app. So with the gimbal, I can zoom in and out and then I'm going to tilt up and down right now and show you some of the convenient things you can do with this gimbal using the app. You couldn't do this if you were not using the app. Another convenient thing that I can do is that I can tilt from side to side using the app also, where right now my hand is still pointing forward towards the lake, but the camera is moving from side to side using the joystick on the gimbal. You can do that without the app, but all the other things like zooming in and out, adjusting the lighting, all that kind of stuff, you need the app for that. And I just tilted the camera right now so you can see again the movement that you can do switching different focuses. You can switch the camera angle and stuff like that using the gimbal. So let's go down this hill again and see exactly how that works and see if, it looks a whole lot smoother. I mean, honestly, it's very, very smooth going down that rough terrain. Remember how rough and bouncy it was before, and this time it looks really good. So this does a really good job. Alright guys, there you have it, a review and demonstration of a very compact, affordable, and convenient to use smartphone gimbal. If you like to use your smartphone as a camera when on vacation or shooting videos for YouTube or TikTok, you may want to consider getting a gimbal. As you saw in my comparison, it will make your video footage look much more stable and attractive as opposed to being handheld. It also gives you a lot of control over your phone, allowing you to do a lot more creative work than what you could do without it. Use it with or without the app. Choose whatever makes you more comfortable. But keep in mind that the app opens up a lot more possibilities and benefits than you can do if you don't use it. So if you're looking for a compact and affordable 3-axis gimbal, I would suggest that you check out the Hohem Amazon store and get all the details there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.